This video is to show you how to create multiple work orders when using CloudExtend Excel for NetSuite. Before we demonstrate the use case, we will need to know what fields are required when uploading work orders for assembly items. Let's start by editing the template that we have created for demo purposes. When we build a work order template, we can add the transaction ID, which is an optional field, but is useful when searching inside of NetSuite. Subsidiary is an optional field as well based off of your NetSuite account. And we have assembly item and quantity at the header level, which are standard requirements. And at the item level, we have the item and quantity field. When it comes to field requirements, these fields are the bare minimum when creating a work order template. You can add more standard and custom fields based on your NetSuite account. Now that we have a better understanding of what fields are required, let's start the work order creation process. To get things started, I'm going to type out Elite Gaming Computer in the assembly item, and I'm also going to add in Pro Gaming Computer as the secondary assembly items in the assembly item column. When I have two assembly items in the header level, it will create two different work orders. After adding the assembly items, I'm going to add in a quantity of 1 for each of the assembly item. Now that we have all of the fields filled out, I'm going to go down to the Update button. We're going to select the Update button so it gives us the option to select Upsert All Records. And now we're going to select the Upsert All Records button. Once we select the Upsert All Records button, in just a second you're going to see two internal IDs returned in column B. If we want to return all of the data onto the template, we're going to go down to the Refresh button. We're going to select it, and once we select it, it's going to give us an option to refresh all records. Once we select the Refresh All button, it will return the data for the blank columns. As you can see, it returned two different transaction IDs, and it also returned the respective component items and quantities for each of the assembly items in column E. To confirm if the upload was successful, let's go into NetSuite and do a global search for one of the work orders. I'm going to type in 40, which is going to be one of the work orders for the Elite Gaming Computer. And as you can see, it returned the data for the work order inside of the NetSuite global search. And at the header level, you can see that the assembly item and also the quantity associated with it has been uploaded successfully. And at the sublist, you can see the component items are loaded successfully, and the quantity column was loaded from the assembly item records. Now that we confirmed the work order upload was successful for the Elite Gaming Computer, let's check to see if the Pro Gaming Computer was successfully uploaded as well. In a global search, I'm going to search for 41, and as you can see, it returned the work order 41 for the Pro Gaming Computer. Once we select the work order, you can see that the assembly item and the quantity for the Pro Gaming Computer was loaded successfully. Now, if we go down to the sublist, you can see the component items were loaded successfully, and the associated quantity column was loaded successfully as well. Thank you for watching this video on how to upload multiple work orders when using CloudExtend Excel for NetSuite.